Welcome. In this video, we're talking and tapping about income, specifically your income energy. Everything is energy and money is no exception. As one of the five types of money, income carries this big impact and this big load onto our lives. So if you've ever struggled with your income and how you feel about it, you have found the right place for you. Let's start out by taking a couple deep breaths into our bodies and really centering, coming down out of our head and into our body. So I want you to breathe in and squish yourself all the way up as tight as you can, and then let it out. Just letting yourself have that audible sigh. One more time. And to heal things, we feel them. And so we're going to do an exercise in healing and feeling what's down in our bodies with respect to our income. So I want you to think about your income number, really tune into it and sit with it. And notice what's happening in your body as you really sit with that number. Notice where you're tightening, where you're constricting. Notice what's happening. And then notice any thought that comes with it. And I'm looking for the thought just below your level of consciousness. And this thought plays like elevator music in your head. And it's usually very simple and very negative. So what's that elevator music in the background with respect to your income? It's usually some version of, it's never enough. I should be doing better. What's wrong with me? And so now we're going to do some processing of these emotions. And if you've never tapped or done EFT before, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. If you've never done it before, just do what I do and repeat after me. Breathing into your body, and we're tapping lightly in the center of the chest. Here I am. Just repeating after me. If a word doesn't completely capture what you feel, just change the word I say to what you say. So if I say angry and you feel sad, say sad instead. This is your personalized tapping. Here I am, looking at my income. And then tapping right on the rib cage, thinking about my income, feeling into my income, and then tapping underneath your armpits, kind of right where your bra strap goes. And I'm feeling lots of things. I'm feeling really, and name the first 2 or 3 emotions that come to mind. I'm feeling really scared. I'm feeling really frustrated, helpless, depressed. Just honor that feeling because you've been feeling it, whether you acknowledge it or not. Tapping the side of the wrist. I've been feeling, and state those feelings again. I've really been feeling, and state them again. Anxious, depressed, frustrated, sad, guilty, ashamed. And it's been really intense. Tapping on the side of the thumb. It's been really intense. And notice in your body where you hold this. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how intense has it been? And it's been an 8, a 9, a 10. Tell me how intense it's been. I've been feeling it in my body. And where have you been feeling it? And it's been a 10. Tapping this side of the finger. It's been a 10. All these feelings, and state those feelings again. Everything you've been feeling. And it's been really intense. Tapping the pinky finger. And even though it's been really intense, I love and honor myself. Tapping the top of your head. Even though I've been feeling, and state those feelings again, and they've been really intense, I love and accept myself. I completely love and accept myself. Even though I've been struggling in my income. And give yourself another big sigh and blow it out. And when I look at my income, I've been thinking, and what have you been thinking when you look at your income? Just state it out loud, that negative soundtrack. I've been thinking, it'll never change. I should be doing better. It's never enough. And just feel that in your body. Feel all the emotions that come with that thought. Feel them packed in tight in your body. And notice its texture. Is it prickly? Is it like an electric shock? Is it like concrete? Notice the texture in your body. Feel that texture. And just let it be intense. We're clearing it. So we've talked about your feelings. Now we're talking about your soundtrack. Just let them come together and feel how intense that is. And just let it be really intense. Keep tapping, just feeling it, feeling the ragged edges. Let it intensify up a few points to an 8, to a 9, to a 10. Take a big deep breath all the way into it and blow it out. Then tapping under your collarbone and even down into that heart chakra point, just tapping the chest. It's totally understandable that I feel this way. It's totally understandable that I think these thoughts. And just feel that understanding come in. It's totally understandable because nobody showed me another way. And tuning into your life, who showed you how to do things this way? Which parent? Which authority figure did you absorb these thoughts and feelings from? Tapping the front of the ribs. I absorbed these feelings from your mom, your dad, whomever it was. And nobody showed me another way. Tapping the side of the ribs. Instead, they showed me. And what did they show you? It's usually very similar to what you've been thinking and feeling. Instead, they showed me how to be anxious, how to worry, how to hurry, how to think I wasn't good enough. Just name what they showed you, tapping the side of the wrist. They showed me how to be nervous, how to be scared. Just feeling into that. Take a big deep breath into that and blow it out. I totally forgive myself. I totally forgive myself for feeling this way about my income. I totally forgive myself for thinking this way about my income. Tapping the side of your finger, tapping the side of your middle finger. It's totally understandable. Nobody showed me another way. And just let some compassion return to that place in your body where you felt all that tightness, all that heaviness, all that prickliness, whatever it was, and just have some compassion for yourself because you haven't even realized the whole time that you've been dealing with all of this. These unconscious thoughts and feelings were hitting you like a brick wall without your knowledge and consent. And I didn't ask to think these things. I didn't ask for this program to be downloaded into me. I just absorbed it. And feel how your body, your energy just absorbed all the things. Take a big, deep breath into that and blow it out. And as you sit here thinking about your income, feeling your income, notice those feelings again, what you're feeling in your body. And those particular blender mix of emotions, when's the first time that you remember feeling a similar way? And it could be 2 days ago. It could be a long time ago in your childhood. Whatever comes up, whatever kind of nudges you is what you're supposed to work with today. So just let it pop up on the movie screen of your mind. Just let it come up and try not to disregard anything as too trivial or too stupid. Just let it come up. It all started when? And just tell me what was happening in that scene. It all started when? You're telling me what's happening. Feel the reaction in your body. It all started when? And I've been thinking, name what you've been thinking. Name what you've been feeling. I've been feeling. And I've been thinking and feeling that for a long time. And just feel into that pattern, that cycle, that Groundhog's Day cycle as you find yourself in the same feelings and the same thoughts over and over. Maybe your parents had these same thoughts. Maybe their parents had them all the way through the ancestral line. Just feel that texture, heaviness. Notice how you're carrying it in your body. Really let it intensify. Let it intensify by 50%. Let it intensify by 75%. Let it go up to 100%. Let it be really intense in your body. Feeling it. Take a big, deep breath and blow it out. And I've been carrying this for a long time, tapping on the front of your ribs, and I'm ready to let it go. It's possible my love can heal this. And is it possible that your love can heal this? Feel into any resistance, I don't know how tapping on my body is going to help. Just feel into that, yeah, but this will never work for me. And send even that part of your body love and compassion. Just feeling into that. It's possible my love can heal this. It's possible my love can heal this. And I'm ready to give it a go. And are you ready to give it a go now? Just opening, softening, expanding, tuning back into that first event, that came up in your mind. And I was really feeling. Just notice what you were really feeling in that event. And what I really needed was, and what did you really need? What would have helped you in that situation? I really needed, maybe it's something like love encouragement, support, help, protection. I really needed, but I didn't get it. And feeling into that rawness, that emptiness of not getting it. And as you're in that worst part of it, you look up in the corner of the screen and you see your higher self. And they have so much empathy and compassion. And they come over to you and they surround you with that empathy and compassion. And many of us don't have a lot of practice letting this in. We're not familiar with what it feels like. So just give it a go. It feels like softening. It feels like expanding. It feels like relaxing. And you're breathing it in. Your higher self is sending it to you, and you're letting it in. Take a big, deep breath into that and blow it out. And now we're going to let history rewrite itself. So in that situation, you're still in that situation, but your higher self is with you now. And she's bringing that thing that you really needed, and you're letting it in. And so with that energy, I want you to feel into any fear, that flight response that you had in that moment, how you just wanted to run and hide. And I want you to tune into that in your body. And as we tap through it, tapping on the front of the ribs, I want you to let your mind reach a resolution. Let your mind play it out. So you're tuning into that moment, you're feeling that fear, and your mind's painting a picture. Maybe your higher self is spiriting you away. Maybe you're running and running and running. We're releasing that flight response. We're letting it out of your body. It got trapped there, so I want you to feel it all the way to the end. And then take a big breath and blow it out. Then tapping on the front of the wrist, tuning into any anger, any fight response, any anger, justified rage that this happened to you. Tune into that. Where is it in your body? What does it feel like? Just want you to really access that anger. And as you access it, as you feel it, I want you to let your mind resolve it. So let your mind paint a picture. Let your primitive inner child come out if it wants to. Maybe you're slaying the dragon. Maybe you're kicking some ass. Maybe you're burning the place down. What has to happen for you to reach resolution? Just feel into that anger and let your mind paint a resolution with your higher self by your side. Maybe your higher self is helping you. Feel into that rage, feel it all the way to the end. Take a big, deep breath. And tuning into that part of you that was so trapped and helpless and defenseless. And you were feeling this anger, you were feeling this fear, but there was nothing you could do about it. So a part of you just crumpled, crushed, caved in. Just feel into that physically in your body. Feel that trapped. The trapped is the trauma. So just feel that trappedness all the way through. Let it be really intense. Letting it run its course. And let your mind resolve this. You're not trapped anymore. So what would you do? Maybe you're standing up for yourself. Let your mind resolve this. Maybe you're walking away, letting that trap feeling run its course, realizing you're not trapped anymore, taking in that energy from your higher self, breathing into that. I want you to see that event. It's fading away, and its energetic tentacles are unwinding itself from you, and it's getting lighter and lighter and smaller and smaller. And it no longer feels important to you anymore. It no longer feels irrelevant. You can see that you were making decisions based on the life experience that you had up to that point. And sometimes we were very young and we made decisions about what life was about. And you can see that you don't have to live there anymore. You don't have to follow that script anymore. And that scene is fading and it feels less important, less relevant. You no longer have to think those thoughts. You no longer have to feel those feelings. It doesn't feel as important to feel what you felt back then. And you're releasing it. You're letting it go until it disappears. And give me a big, deep breath in and out. I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward now. I'm ready to move forward in my income now. And what's the next step? And your higher self is right there with you. What's the next step? Maybe you can hear the next step that you need to take in your income right now. And whatever it is, just let it be there, uncensored, unjudged. Let that next step come in. And maybe this could be fun. Maybe this could be easier than I think. I'm ready to feel. And what are you ready to feel now that you no longer have this event haunting you? I'm ready to feel powerful, joyful, excited, free. I'm ready to look at my money and feel free, empowered, on top of the world, whatever it is you're ready to feel. And I'm ready to think, I can do this. It's possible for me. And I'm ready for it to be fun and easy. And just let all of these feelings come in, let them feel your body. It feels like softening, opening, expanding, relaxing. I'm ready to feel. State what you're ready to feel, and it's possible it could be easier than I think. And I'm making up for lost time. I'm ready to be. State what you're ready to be. Take a big, deep breath and blow that out. Just putting a hand on your chest and a hand on your stomach. Just breathing into that new energy that you're breathing to your income. And just letting yourself bask in this. And it's from this place that you take that next step. And more than likely, you'll have to return to this tapping tomorrow or the next day and do it again to get the next step and go from there. And we do this over and over consistently. And we start to make some real lasting changes in our money. We start to free ourselves from those old cycles and those old patterns, just one consistent step at a time. And so now that you're in a much better, much improved place, I want you to go take that action. Thanks for tapping with me, and be sure to check us out on our website. Thanks. Bye-bye.